light go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred. Meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 36.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff?
Touchdown, Falcons! Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, switch gears.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Green 18. Watch the slip. Right. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Army. Gun. 45 to Mike. Hey, come on now.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those. And then he was a step ahead because he said, they're going to change up and counter another way. And he beat them that way, too.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But be able to catch it and come down with it. What do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Hey, Zoom. 45 to Mike. I got one.
From the 24, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight end 50. Tight end's right. Yeah, Liz. Hey, 17 George.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out to the 50. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's crashing.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone for Jones. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Play action, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Lewis. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second and a couple, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
I'm coming. Back north. Check.
Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's Ryan. And off the deflection, it's caught. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense. And in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Jones has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. On first down, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Got it. 58, boy, 58, Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Let him go.
To throw again is Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
51, down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike. Five. What's the run? Check 52. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Check. 6 man.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. That's caught by Treadwell. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Throwing again, Ryan. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. And marking down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 16-yard line.
That's good. For our Packers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On first down, it's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, South! Roar, roar, roar! Roar, roar, roar! 58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Not today, you know. Hey, Ridley.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
20. Hey, Echo. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Ryan will throw again. And this one to Treadwell, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Ready, 25. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real... And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Grady Jarrett coming right up the...